Good morning, everyone. Marla Copal, the Vitality Mentor. My apologies for being a little late. It has been a busy morning. So for those of you who don't know me, I have been talking for the last almost month or a little longer on resiliency. So in spite of what's going on right now with COVID and everything else, how can we stay resilient? And I've had a lot of friends that, we're all self-employed. And there are many that are not, but there are quite a few that I'm associated with that are healers and health-oriented people and fitness specialists and physical therapists and chiropractors that I do business with. And it's tough when something comes along and you have to close those doors. So in that time, I've seen a lot of people do a lot of things to get by, to continue to keep contact with their customers, and then there's some who took on many new projects. The challenge is, as doors are able to open, we know we're all going to change our processes for safety with our clients. We're going to follow the guidelines a little more strictly. We'll still have people out there who will scoff at some of the rules and regulations, and that's their right to do that. But you have to take care of yourself. So I know that even myself, I went through and I reassessed a lot of things I was doing. I took on some new activities like this presentation here, so that I could just help my friends get through these times and maybe have some new thoughts to help them get through. But what I realized is that there are many people who are saying, should I change my course right now? Should I make changes in my life or my business? Well, if you're thinking that way, go ahead, write them down, start your research. But I want to be sure you know how to stay your course. So if you don't have your vision written down, you don't have your mission written down, you're going to find yourself going off in a squirrel-like behavior and picking up a lot of things to do. So social media is great. How many classes have you taken in the last month? I read a post this morning that just tickled me pink, because this is an associate in the same business I'm in. Her name's Sierra Grana. And so Sierra, if you're listening to this, kudos, because you called it. You hit the nail right on the head. If I'm in network marketing, as I am in sales. I am in direct sales. I love direct sales. Now, I don't do anything other than educate, and you want this product, we're going to do that deal. But what she said is so many people go out and say, is this the right way? Is this the right way? Do you know that, I love social media because I have a presence with you. I am someone that you get familiar with, and then therefore maybe you're comfortable. But this is actually a side tool to what I do, which is I directly educate and market a specific product. That's my course. If I decide to write a book, then why would I write a book? Would I write a book to become a public speaker? Well, then I have to ask myself, I could become a public speaker. I have been a public speaker my whole life, whether I'm paid or not paid, and it doesn't ring my chimes. If I can be in front of a group of 1,000 people and train them about the health product I have, well, hell, I'm there. I'm there in a minute. But if I want to share my wisdom, if you ever see me on stage trying to share my wisdom like I am in these, I'm not too sure I'm going to do a good job, because I'm an implementer. I'm not an idea person. I get a lot of ideas, but I'm an implementer. And what I find is if I start implementing something and it's not working, I'll find the gap and I'll try to fill that gap. So I love to educate. I'm an educator, not necessarily a speaker. I might motivate you because my enthusiasm sparks you, but I'm an educator. And so I like to help you find the tools you need. So as an educator, I'm a researcher. and a resource person. I may not know all the answers, but I'll say, have you looked here? Have you looked here? Have you looked here? So when I stay my course, I'm playing educator and salesperson. And then if somebody would like that training from me, the people that are on my team can resource me. But I'm not going to call people up every day and say, how are you doing? And can you do more? Because that's their job. That's who they are. So I'm taking this down a little course that I really hadn't fully planned for this morning. But I want to get back to, I want you to navigate these current changes with the tools you already have in place. So if you have not done a self-assessment in the last few weeks of, I'm talented with this, I'm skilled at this, in the job or the business that I'm creating now, here's how I use those. Is there any tweaking I need to do? But let's not throw the bathwater out. If you really had something that was effective prior to this chaos that we have. Now all you want to do are chaos adjustments, not whole new projects, not whole new behaviors. So I'm experienced with resiliency. I had a business that I first purchased in 1979, and I bought a business from someone. And 50% of the accounts in that business at that time were actually the accounts from the person who sold us the business. So it's property management. And so we've got 50%, we're already there. So we're out building this business for a year, my partner and I. And all of a sudden, that particular person it's just a very obscure reason. But anyway, it had nothing to do with our integrity or our lack of business acumen. Came in and took all the accounts back and then sold all the properties. Well, that was a hit. We had to let half of our staff go. And then 4 of us were running and scrambling, not only to provide the services that we had, but then to rebuild. Well, we rebuilt within a year, but we knew our course. We had quality here. This is how we did it. We actually, just to give you a fun thing that we did, our company name was Action, but we spelled it with 2 A's because in those days you have to do business out of a phone book. So we wanted to be #1 at the list. So we got to be #1 at the list. Nowadays it's a little harder to figure out how you're going to be #1. There's so many options. So you could choose to just pick one social media stream and build that. You could choose to do websites and blogs. There's so many things. But go back to your core. What is your core? Your core value, your core mission, and your core skill. Now, those are the tools that you need to stay your course. So what I'm going to say today is, in order to stay my course, I'm going back to my passion, and I'm going to put out, I love doing this chat with you every morning. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to come back to my key message. I am Marla Copal, the Vitality Mentor. My mission and vision is to share with people something more than just successful aging. I want you to have a vitality plan. I want you to be enthusiastic about what you do. I want you to think about, what is it that I haven't done for my health yet? And if I can influence you in any way, to go start saying, I am more responsible for me than my medical team. I want resources that are not drug related. I want resources. Thank you, Naomi. How are you this morning? I want you to take charge of my life. So I was looking up some articles today on successful aging. People are saying we might be more successful aging, but we have to worry about the disability. Well, I'm creating a plan for the next 30 years, and I will take you on my journey at the times that I want to invite you in. And I'm going to show you how I am living my life for the next 30 some odd years. That'll make me 101 or more. And I'm staying vibrant in a drug-free, non-electrical, non-consumable way. So that's my passion, that's my vision, and that's my mission. And I have one other mission. That's to help 1 billion people reach a wellness potential that is drug-free, that is non-invasive, that is not, they don't have to have an auto ship every month and swallow things and not know the difference. So I'm going to keep this same time frame, 8:30. Monday morning when I come back on, I'm going to have a new topic. And this is going to be my passion for the next 30 years. So I'm building it. I'm inventing it. I don't know what the end outcome is going to look, but I'm staying my course, which very simply said is I have a vitality project, and that is me. I will share with you how that is working, and I will share my successful aging strategies. And I am not building in a factor that I'm going to be disabled. So we know there are successful aging tips with people who are, but I'm picking my plan. And my plan is not always going to be economically feasible for others. But let's talk about that, because I'm going to bring in quite a few things that you can do at home. They're real easy and simple, but you have to understand your body energetics. So we're going to talk about our immunity. We're going to talk about our body energetics. We're going to talk about how you can get some brain cognition support, how you can get some functional support in your whole system for your body, and reduce your fall risk. So join me next week. I don't know what I'm going to call it yet, but I will let you know. Watch for my posts. And thank you, everybody, for watching. Take the resiliency that you've learned in the last month and a half as you proceed out the door with your masks next week to possibly go back to work. Some of you are still working. Some of you are still going to work at home. I'll be sheltering in place, and I won't be scheduling face-to-face appointments till probably June. But I am doing a lot of Zoom calls, so if anybody wants to get in on whatever is happening, or you just need a spark in your life, connect with me, Marla Copal, and you can text me at Marla at 64600, or subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Vitality Mentor, and watch for my next playlist on vitality and aging. Talk to y'all soon. Bye-bye.